Lucy to talk, right?
Are we not fixing that problem?
Welcome. Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. We are here to provide you the wonderful entertainment that is role-playing tabletop, where you will also get the opportunity to stake your claim. Joining me today, we have a wonderful collection of players. We're going to go down the line here and introduce them. This is going to be our very first D&D stream, so I'm pretty pumped. We just spent the past 2 hours going through technical difficulties. You know how much we love the technical difficulties here at Lords and Ladies of Fate. So let's go ahead and go down the line here and just introduce ourselves. We have Nat playing the wonderful Grrr. We have Jesse playing the wonderful Haly.
Hello. Haly. We decided on Haly.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Haly Hera.
Thank you.
We have Lucy playing Aeta. She'll speak when she gets the opportunity to, when she finds her voice. We have Brian playing the wonderful Quentin of the Order.
Hello, my microphone works.
That was pointed. And then we have Josh playing Poisonous Ghreye. He is indeed correct. Lucy says that she is the personification of technical difficulties. This is very, very true. I think we all are doing that right now. Basically, we are going to be playing a wonderful D&D campaign. This is going to be set in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. And momentarily here, we're going to have our wonderful map in the middle window. And that is going to be the wonderful world of Edinia, where our characters will find themselves.
Become a real boy.
As far as history and lore, we're gonna not go crazy in depth with it because we don't have the 3 hours that I had originally budgeted for this production. So we are just gonna go ahead and get it started. I'll go back and show off the world map here once we get it up, but for the players' sake, I'm going to go ahead and drop them in our Roll20 here to the wonderful town of Harbor Song, where they will all find themselves independently of each other to some extent. I have numbers marked down here, which these are points of interest that we will get to as we go along, but we're going to go ahead and just start setting the scene. Who wants to go first? Okay. Ghreye, you find yourself entering the town of Harbor Song early morning. You have heard tale of a famous ship captain named Redbeard. Oh, I'm sorry, not Redbeard, Shortbeard. His name is Shortbeard. He is setting out on a wonderful quest to find some powerful magical item. You have become fascinated with this magical item. For whatever reason, you've decided you've made it your mission to get this item. So through message boards in local towns, you have picked up the job, and you are headed to the Red Dragon Inn. Red Dragon Inn on the map here is located number 4 in that little square up there.
Red Dragon Inn.
Mm-hmm. Red Dragon Inn. If you get it, you get it. All right, so as you enter the Red Dragon Inn, you're greeted with the jovial face of the proprietor. Oh, hey, well, we have a new customer. Come on down here. Have a seat. Take a load off. You look like you've been traveling for a long time. What business do you have here in Harbor Song?
Here for stuff.
Oh, wow, you sound a little parched there. Maybe you should have an ale.
I am very thirsty, yes.
He slides you an ale. First one's always on the house.
Why? It's very gracious and very kind. I'm here actually for Shortbeard's quest mission to acquire a magical item. You may have seen it on the message boards.
Oh, Shortbeard, yes. He's been trying to get a crew together for a crazy mission. I think it's madness what he's trying to do, but you've got the look of someone who has his wits about him. If you don't mind waiting around here for a little while, I'm sure Shortbeard will be around.
Sure, sounds great. Thank you very much.
All right. As this happens, the door to the Red Dragon Inn opens, and in walks in. Let's see. Haly, followed by a giant Groot. Haly, you were on a mission as well. You are looking for your previous professor. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
In the last town that you and your companion were staying at, you had heard a tale of your professor setting sail for a mysterious island. You came to this town because you heard of a crazy captain who was setting sail for this crazy island. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to just kind of look around and get a feel for my surroundings. So I'm just going to take a look at everyone who's inside of the Red Dragon Inn here. And I see some interesting looking character sitting down drinking an ale, but I'm a little too cautious to approach myself. I do have some things that I need to be very cautious of. So I think I might turn to Grrr and say, "Hey, you see that big guy over there?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you just go sit real close to him for a little while, see if we can get a feel for why he's here, maybe pick up on any conversation that he's having. Remember to keep an ear open for anyone talking about any ships going out soon, maybe a Captain Shortbeard.
Okay. And I'll go sit uncomfortably close. Like full side-by-side touching.
All right, Gray.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
What's up? You're
Nothing.
you're a little close. Do you need? Can I help you with something? Is there something I can help you with? You're very, very close.
Oh. I'll scoot a little bit over.
Cool. Well, welcome to my table. Is there anything else?
Oh, thanks.
As you two are having this conversation, the barkeep looks up and goes, "Oh, I didn't even see anyone else come in. How are we doing? How are we doing today? Do you all know each other?"
We do now.
Who?
The bartender kind of looks at you, Grrr, kind of like apprehensively, not in a bad way, but in a more concerned way. He doesn't see many bugbears too often, so seeing one sitting at a table like a nice gentleman is definitely giving him some cause for concern. Can I get you all a drink or maybe some food?
I look back.
would take 3 more of what you poured me earlier. Thanks.
All right. And he gets to work pouring. As that happens, let's see. Quentin.
Hey.
The door swings open, and in steps Quentin. Quentin, you have been given a mission from the one who gave you your power.
Understood.
And that mission has led you here to the Red Dragon Inn to find Shortbeard. You were attempting to get onto his ship.
Okay.
Your patron has not given you all of the information as he is wont to do.
He quite often does. So, the first thing I want to do is, well, it's been a long trip, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and find the nearest bar to wherever I'm staying. Wait, I already walked in. So that's ignore me. I want to find the darkest, or the booth that's in the darkest corner of this inn, and wait for the bar wench to come over and serve me, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe pump her for information.
Interesting choice of words. Okay.
I know what I said.
Okay, so you go ahead and you spot a wonderfully dark booth in the corner, and luckily everyone else that's in the tavern were a little preoccupied with their own selves. You know what? Haly, Hera, go ahead and do me a favor and roll a d20.
Oh boy, all right. Let's get to rolling.
I assume Quentin, you were attempting to do this as unnoticed as possible.
Yes.
Oh, did I do it right? No. What do I gotta do?
There should
Slash
be-
roll.
Oh yeah, if you click the button, it's easier. I think the toolbar on the left, there is a button that has a little 20-sided die looking figure.
Oh, okay.
Go down that and just
That's neat.
click the D20.
Well, I'm obviously not gonna roll again.
No, you definitely, you were kind of already taking a good look at your surroundings and looking at everything and observing. So you, out of the corner of your eye, catch this shadowy figure kind of darting off to the booth in the corner. Do you want to do anything, or are you just gonna kind of keep looking around?
I think that I've gotten a pretty good feel for everything going on, and while I'm not quite certain that Grrr is upholding his end of the agreement and getting any information for
that
us,
is your-
the creature that has secluded himself in that dark corner, I'm starting to sense, I get a feel of some magic in him. So I think that I would like to approach Quentin slowly.
Okay.
Slowly. Um, Before just outright introducing myself, I'm just going to say, you seem like you're here on a quest.
I'm not buying what you're selling, wench. Just bring me an ale.
Excuse me, sir. Can I call you sir? Do you look like a sir?
Are we gonna have an "I don't work here" lady story? This is
I
great.
think that is exactly what is happening. I'm not going to bring you anything, but you seem like you might have some information for me. I'm looking for a Captain Shortbeard.
Never heard of him.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it, but I have a feeling you and I will be seeing each other again in the future. And I'm just gonna sassily walk away with my sass.
All right. As she starts to walk away, Quentin, you get the sneaking suspicion that no one is coming over to take your drink order. And at that very moment, you peer behind the bar and you see the barkeep go, "Oh, we're finally getting some guests in here. It's getting a little quiet. I I hired that bard. Where did she go? Oh, there she is." And he kind of gestures off to the front area of the establishment, and there is Etta, and she has her ocarina in hand. She has her flute off to her side and a mouth harp in her other hand, and she is just kind of taking stock in what she's got there, kind of figuring out exactly what song she wants to do, how she wants to do this, and then she just starts playing a beautiful tune. After she finishes, she puts the instruments away, and then this is going to be interesting because we're having technical issues with the microphone. So if you go ahead and type what you want to do or say, I'll go ahead and translate that.
But you gotta sound like Etta when you read it.
I didn't plug my voice mod in, but I'll do that next time. Is there anything you want to do? She says, absolutely. While she is coming down off of the stage area, the front area of the Red Dragon Inn, and she is typing what she wants to do. Everyone kind of is looking around. Let's see. All right. Go ahead, Lucy. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Basically, Lucy said she wants to notice the dark figure in the corner because anyone keeping her out of the loop is definitely bringing her in the loop. All right, rolled a 17. That definitely does it. So you definitely you you see this half elf kind of in the back corner, kind of keeping to himself. Um, Looks like he's impatiently looking around, like he wants a like he's waiting for a drink. You definitely get the sneaking suspicion that he wants a drink. Oh, Bruce Gaskin's in the chat. Hey, thanks for coming in. Ooh, okay. All right. So you're pretending to be the bar wench. I love that. So Lucy, you walk up to the barkeep. You go ahead and take an ale. Did you want to take one for yourself as well? She says yes. So you take one and you grab it and you start walking both of the ales over to the back corner, and you chug it as you're walking towards him with the other beer in hand. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go ahead and take some liberties with this. So you walk up to the table and you place the beer in front, the ale in front of Quentin.
Well, finally some service around here. Cheers, madam.
Oh, and we get a chug over here as well. Good. Yeah, chugs all
Is that a
around.
challenge?
You'd better get attention from the bar. Yeah.
You'd get better attention
Oh, you
from
get.
the bar.
Oh, okay. So she's asking you. You'd get better attention at the bar. Why are you sitting all the way back here?
I don't see why that's any of your concern, little missy. What interest does a bard have of mine? That came out so poorly.
All
I
right.
can't
And as this conversation is happening, to cut everybody off, the doors to the Red Dragon Inn swing open violently, and in walks this short, stubby dwarf with a big burly beard, and the beard is kind of salt and peppery. It kind of makes it look like thanks. It is a nice robe. Thank you. Kind of looks like uh kind of looks like he's seen some time. You can definitely see the weather in his face. Looks worn and tired, but there's still a glow and a light in his eyes that kind of lights the entire room up the moment he makes eye contact with anyone he sees. Oh, oh, barkeep! I'm expecting some people. Have they finally showed yet? I need to get this mission on its way. And then the barkeep looks at him and goes, "Ah, yes. Well, we have had some people show up. A little bit more business for this early in the day than we're used to having." And Shortbeard kind of walks in and he kind of takes a look around and he sees the group of you. I want to be unmodded. So Bruce Gaskin's in chat. He really wants to buy stuff. Should we let him?
Yeah,
Oh
I'd say
yeah, of
on
course.
non-game nights, yeah, why not?
Sure, yeah. Bruce Gaskin, go at it. Have fun. I can't
Kids
say we'll
can't
do it, but
pump themselves up with fate chips in the meantime.
yep. So he takes a look at everyone and he gets really close to Grrr and looks straight up, and the size difference is just immense between the two of you. And he goes, "My, you are big." And what might you be?
I'm Grrr.
Hmm. That you are. He looks around and goes, "Are you the people who have responded to my queries?"
Yes.
He looks at the half orc and
I just keep nervously looking back at Haly. Like,
I
Can
do.
I-
I see Gurr speaking to Wood, who is clearly the captain, and I go rushing over. Rush.
rushing. Oh, my lady, please, calm down, calm down. As you can see, I'm much too short to be dealing with that. who, who might you be?
My name is Haly, and I am definitely hoping that me and my friend here, I believe you've already met, could be of
I'm
some use
Grrr.
to you. Yes, he's Gurr. He's Gurr. He can like lift heavy things.
Oh, we
He's
could
real
we could.
strong.
Oh,
Lifts a lot.
there's definitely lots of work that could be done on the
Mm.
ship. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And he's strong enough and powerful enough to do the work of even two men. So he could lift my load too. So if you have room for us on your ship, we would love to help you on your trip.
Ah, that's very nice, lass. And then Shortbeard kind of turns around and he sees Quentin in the corner booth, and he hobbles on over and hops up onto the table and stands up on it and looks at him eye to eye almost and goes, "Hmm."
Blackbeard, I presume, or Shortbeard, I presume. Sorry, you did it earlier and it messed me up.
I did.
Red beard, black beard, all the beards. Salt and
I
pepper beard,
Not to
peanut
mention,
butter jelly beard.
I be Shortbeard. Yes. I don't know why they're calling me that.
judged by your incessant need to jump on my table, I can see why. Though I hear you need crewmen.
I
And
need salty dogs who are crazy as I.
I'm gonna reach into my inventory and pull out the trophy of an animal I have recently killed and just slam it on the table in front of him. Like,
Ooh, go ahead and describe for me this animal trophy.
this animal is, well, it's a cleaned skull of. I haven't really decided on the animal itself, but it's a very. You can just tell by its skull. All the teeth are still intact. Lots of teeth, very sharp, very we're gonna go with very canine in resemblance. but
Okay.
also larger than what you would consider a big wolf.
So like wolf bear.
Wolf bear. Man
Okay.
bear. Take your pick.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Oh, that's a mighty big beast you felled.
This was nothing. You should see what I sold off. This one I keep around for luck.
All right. Shortbeard goes, yeah, I think you'll do just fine. And then he hops off the table, and then he notices this half elf here who kind of doesn't look like a fighter or anything like that. And so you don't have the makings of a strong sea dog. What are you doing here? He's looking directly at Etta.
Well, clearly she's here to sing. Look at that. Sorry, I can't. I'll see myself out.
Yes, Bruce Gaskin. All of the party members were all separately vying to join Shortbeard on his quest. We don't know much about the quest just yet,
I'm on a boat.
and everybody has their own reasons for it. Grrr is just along for the ride.
I'm Grrr.
Shortbeard goes, what? Got your tongue. You've heard rumors, but you're not really sure what Shortbeard's here for. Are you asking him what he's here for? Like, are you inquiring about this directly, like to his face?
Or maybe she thinks he's got ulterior motives.
Well, I mean, everybody has ulterior motives. I just need to know how you're responding to what he's saying. I guess he'll look at you and go, I mean, if you think you're crazy enough, we're definitely going to be running on a skeleton crew. There ain't many people that are crazy enough to go where we're going. Generating inside jokes. Yeah, we're already generating the inside jokes, Bruce Gaskin. You got it. Willing to come along for the ride. That's the spirit I like. All right, so after the pleasantries have been kind of dispensed upon, Shortbeard kind of says, okay, let me go ahead and tell you what we're doing here. Go ahead and gather around. We have been... Now, we want to keep this a little quiet.
Grr, come on, come over here.
Puts his head in real far.
Now listen here. I know here in the free cities, they don't have much love for the humans. But the human king is very, very interested in a very powerful magical item. And it resides in an island that is surrounded by a dense fog. No one is able to go. So he has commissioned me to go and find it. But there aren't many crazy people like you all here that are willing to take on such an endeavor. Now, I will give you all one chance to back out now. I will tell you. This is not for the faint of heart. If you go, there may not be any coming back. He takes a big sip from a flagon that the bartender had given him, and he goes, well, I'll tell you what. We have a lot of repairs to make to the ship, so we're not going to be able to set sail for a day, at the most maybe 2.
Okay.
So I have made arrangements with the innkeeper here for you all to stay, or you can stay at the ship. It is your choice. Or you can stay wherever you'd like. I will call for you in the next couple of days when we are ready to set sail. But for the time being, please go ahead and enjoy this fair town of Harbor Song. It is one of the finest in all of the fair cities, the free cities. He takes another big gulp of his ale and belches and, excuse me, I should never do that in the presence of a lady. Ah, yes, Mr. Quentin. Oh, and everybody has questions. Okay, yes, let's go.
Shortbeard, I know you. I only heard rumors, and you, being the man that you are, just tell us what's the pay.
Oh, the pay? Well, I planned on doing this trip with a full crew, but since we're doing it with a skeleton crew, it's 200 gold per each person. I obviously am taking a slightly larger cut at 350 gold, but it is my ship and my supplies, so I need to recoup some of the losses. But you will not find many jobs around here that'll pay that much. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yay!
This is great. Okay.
We have a bard that can sing now. Yes.
The silent bard.
I took out my headphones. If there's any other feedback, and I'll try to use them again.
Gotcha. You might just have to mute when you're not talking.
Gotcha.
And,
that's what
in Skype. Yep.
Okay. May I ask why he chose us to fill in? Was it just because we were there and he's desperate? But it sounds like he made previous arrangements for us to stay locally.
Absolutely, you can ask that. Oh, I've had a long-standing agreement with the innkeeper here. He always houses any crew members that I may need to gain. As far as me choosing you all, no, I've been searching far and wide for people crazy enough to do this. Luckily, you all have found me. You on the other hand, are just a coincidence, it seems.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I happen to work my way into things, especially places that I'm not supposed to be.
That's a very intriguing trait for someone to have. I bet that leads to a lot of fun. And Shortbeard kind of chuckles to himself.
It does. I think that's what makes me crazy enough to join you, because this is not my first time doing something out of the ballpark.
Ooh, what's this ballpark you speak of? It sounds like a fun place.
A mysterious location from my childhood, sir.
All right. So at this time, Shortbeard kind of he gives you all a map of Harbor Song. It'll be the map that's here in Roll20. He goes and tells you a little bit about each of these points of interest. Number 1 on that map is going to be the Conclave of Magi Hall. Basically, think of your basic Mages Guild. Number 2 is the Market Square. That's where you're going to find local produce shops, things like that. If you're looking for fresh food, alchemical ingredients, maybe sometimes can be found in places like that. Number 3 on the map is the Mausoleum. 4, as you know, is where you all are now, the Red Dragon Inn.
Tossing this up for now so everybody can actually see, but it's all of Roll20. I'm working on cutting it down a little bit.
That's fine.
What was number 2?
Number 2 is the Market Square.
And number 1, I'm sorry.
Number 1 was the Conclave of Magi Hall. And we'll get into the Conclave of Magi as the story goes along, I'm sure. Just know that it's kind of like the Mages Guild for the free cities. Number 5 is the Nutlotl Estate. There we go. That's what I get for using name gen. Nuttlattle. Nutlotl Estate.
Not latte.
Yeah, kind of. Estate.
Well, that's what it's called now. Way to go.
It's the home of the mayor of Harbor Song, Mayor Alheim Nutlate. That's not how you pronounce it, but that's how we're pronouncing it from that. That's That's how we're pronouncing it from now on. Yeah, it's an almond coffee, guys. Get your minds out of the gutter. Come on.
Vanilla.
Number 6 is the Stormbreaker. That is Captain Shortbeard's vessel that is currently undergoing the repairs that are needed. 7 is the business district. So most of those buildings over there that you'll see are going to be your local weapon shops, armor shops, all that stuff. So if you're going to be going to refit or get weapons, armor, potions, and things like that. And number 8 is the Harbor Song Theater. Nothing really crazy about that. I just thought it was really cool that there's a theater there. So
The theatre. Theatre.
So at this point, the campaign is kind of opened up to you. I'm sorry for railroading you guys for the past hour, but you guys are now pretty much free to do what you want. You have at least a day.
Haly, I think this might be the guy with the boat.
Oh, Grrr, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that finally.
You haven't had anything to drink. Is this just you?
What would I do
No.
without you, Grrr? Would you like something to drink, Grrr? Something to eat?
Yes.
Are you hungry, Grrr?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and get whatever
Yes.
you'd like. You have money, right?
Okay.
Do you have gold?
Do I have money?
I asked Haly how they met. How do they know each other? What are they doing together?
It is a very long story. Better saved for another time. Mostly when I know I can trust you, because honestly, where I've been is not your business. However, just know that I stumbled upon him, and he was in need, and kind of taken him under my wing, and we've been traveling together ever since. But I'm
Friendships
sure
that
cows and the wise will come about on our journey on the ship.
friendships like that don't need very much explanation. I understand.
No.
Yeah, does anyone have
I don't think I have money.
You don't have any gold. Grr, what did you do with your gold?
I don't know.
Okay. Still get something to eat. I can't have you all hungry if you're going to be doing all my work when we board that ship. So go ahead and get something to eat. I will cover it. Just let me know how much it is. Grr.
Okay.
does anyone have history as one of their
I do.
proficiencies?
I do.
Okay. Okay, well then everyone just make an intelligence roll for me. Everyone except for Haly and Grrr. So basically, when you're doing an intelligence check, you're going to roll your d20 and you're going to add whatever your intelligence modifier is. If you're looking at that spreadsheet, it's going to be the number next to whatever the whole number is. It's going to be like plus something. What's your intelligence, Gray?
I don't see it in here.
Do you
Must
not?
be on
Is
your
it not in the
front
skill?
page?
It should be the front page of
It's a skill,
your.
right?
Nope. Ability scores.
No, this is just your
Front.
ability. Yep. One of the 6 main ones, like
Front.
strength, constitution.
I see
Yeah.
it.
What's your intelligence?
Well, I rolled the 6 plus. I guess it's a +2. Yeah,
Mhm,
plus
there you go.
8.
Okay, so you don't know nothing.
Makes sense.
Oh.
+2, I got an 11.
All right. Quentin, while you don't know a lot about the history of bugbears, this would be the race that Gurr is. You do know that tamed versions of them, ones that aren't tribal and out in the wilds are very, very rare. You've maybe heard of one in the past, but you've never seen one. Just wanted to make sure that you all knew that, or at least you all don't know that. Now, this is what we call metagaming. So this is going to be the tough part for your characters and your players. So this is the metagaming hat. Anytime I'm talking out of character, out of the story, I will be wearing the metagame hat. Basically, you want to make sure that you are keeping separate the knowledge that you, the player, have that your character doesn't have. So, like, Quentin knows this information about bugbears. You guys don't, except for Haly and obviously Grrr because he lived it.
But does Gurr know? But does he know?
Well, I don't know.
Some version.
Okay. So, are you guys are all still kind of in the tavern? The barkeep comes up to you and goes, "Oh well, are you all going to be setting out into town, or do you want me to go ahead and set you up a nice table here? What do you all want to do?"
You're muted.
This evening.
I am already living in a room upstairs, so I'll just stay there.
I'm gonna go to the woods. See ya.
Wait, so
Bye.
that's where you're
Okay.
gonna, that's where you want to spend the evening? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna sleep in the woods.
Okay. Keep in mind it is early morning at this point. It's like maybe I'd say 10:30ish in the morning. So the barkeep was more trying to gauge on whether you guys were going to be staying for like lunch or if you were going to be going out in town wandering around.
Yeah, I had a lot of ale, so like,
Yep.
good night.
Well, all right. Well, good night, morning, weirdo.
I take it you head towards the woods.
I'm out of here. I'll see you later.
I always love when you get one of those.
Very interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and now that I've kind of been railroaded into talking into practically everyone at the bar here, which which by the look on my face visibly annoys me. But I'm gonna go ahead and approach the bar and take a seat at the bar, order an ale for myself as well as a sandwich or whatever, and turn to Lucy and be like, buybacks. In other words, I'm offering her around since she was kind enough to purchase me around earlier.
Wonderful.
I didn't purchase a round for you. I stole it. However, I will assume that this means that we are on better grounds than you seem to be with other people, because you think that I purchased you a round. So
I
I'll just roll with it. Do you still think I'm the barkeep, or do you not know anymore? Or not the
well,
barkeep, but do you think I work there or not?
well, you do work here.
A little bit, but I
That
don't
guy
really do
said, hey, Bard, sing, and came down here like,
Well, but he hired me for a time, not necessarily that I only work here. But anyways, I tell Shortbeard that I thank him for his gracious offer. I'm already staying here, so I'm set for the evening. And then, am I allowed to go out into town and complete some things for myself before we leave?
Absolutely not. You must put your chains back on and get back into the basement. No,
Okay.
I'm just
No, I'll go
kidding.
ahead and do that. I'll just
No,
tell him to back up in the
absolutely,
basement.
absolutely. As far as
told
you
you that chick worked here.
as far as you all know, you have at least a day of time to kill, maybe more. Shortbeard wasn't 100% forthcoming with how long it was going to take. He said at the very least a day, and he told you how crazy it was. So I will recommend that you definitely probably want to stock up on some things and enjoy the comforts of Harbor Song. There might be
So-
some fun things for you hidden around the corners.
So again, I would like to just purchase at very least an ale and some food for myself, and at least have lunch.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Um,
And Gurney needs lunch too, so we're gonna stay for a little while.
10 days.
all right. The barkeep comes up to you and he hands everybody a menu. On the menu, you see some various small vegetables and whatnot. The only real meat that's on the menu is a boar sandwich. And let's see. Holly Hare is reading the menu and kind of muttering to herself as she's doing it. And as she mentions boar sandwich, um, Grrr, you hear something coming out of your backpack. You hear like a muffled.
Oh, well, I'll reach in and I'll pull a bonk out. Set him on the table in front of me.
All right, everybody who's there kind of is taken aback at this boar skull that just gets plomped down onto the table. Grrr, you are the only one who hears the skull start speaking to you. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Eating a boar sandwich? Come on, come on. I'm right here.
So,
Oh, you're so rude. First you kill me, then you take my face, and then you eat my brothers. You know what? Just put me back in the bag. I don't want to be around. I don't want to see this.
okay. And I'll put him back in the backpack.
Yes, Etta.
Do I know anything about what the interaction just was, or am I just looking at them with
You
confusion?
you literally just saw Grrr take a skull, plop it down on the table, and stare intently at it and go, "Yup."
So,
And I
So-
know nothing about what that
Okay.
might be.
Absolutely not. Yep.
just a
Okay.
crazy man talking to a skull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
I mean, and you can always this is a perfect dialogue time. It's a perfect time to get to know your character. So you can ask like,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay, hey Gurr, have you ever eaten a boar sandwich?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah. I
How did
I
it
eat
taste?
them a lot.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's good. Is that where the skull is from? Do you make yourself sandwiches?
Yeah.
Good.
Holly, you seem very disinterested in this. Like you have been dealing with this for a long time, almost
Yes,
every
it's
single
true.
day.
I'm still, while this is going on, just staring at the menu, and the last thing I want in my life right now is another boar sandwich. Um, so I am going to cast Goodberry. Can I do that yet?
You want to cast? Let me pull up my spells. What is it called again?
Goodberry.
Good berry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of your cantrips or one of your level 1
It's
spells?
a level 1 spell.
Good berry, one action.
Or can I not do spells while we're just in a tavern eating? Because
Um,
I don't want a
you
boar
can
sandwich.
you can do that, but let me make a recommendation as the GM. That is spending a spell slot to make food that you don't need. That food's for healing specifically. Taken any damage as of yet, so you all are perfect,
Yeah, but
100% health.
one berry gives me nourishment for a whole day, and then I'll still have 9 berries left, and then I don't have to spend gold on a boar sandwich that I don't even want.
Correct, but they expire after a
24
day.
hours.
Okay, if I'm not gonna stop you. I wanted to give you the information. If you want to do it, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so
Yes,
basically
good berry.
you've expended one of your 2 spell slots for the day.
Wait, I can only cast 2 spells a whole day? Then why do I
Yes,
prepare 5 of them?
because you other people don't get 5 spells to choose from. Okay, so just be
So I
happy about that.
Fine. Borscht
It
sandwich.
is like llama spread, yeah.
Leave my berries in my somewhere. I'll have a boar sandwich.
Perfect. He also had some various vegetables, and he barkeep kind of goes up to you and says, "Aye, lass, I see you don't look too interested. I understand. Uh, the tavern hasn't been doing so well as of late, so food's kind of a little light. If you want, there are other places in town that have more fresh foods and meats and whatnot. You're more than welcome. I understand. It's
I
or
appreciate the information. I'll just take an ale, please, and then whatever he's having, I gesture to Gurr.
He'll smile with
Barkeep is so
pieces of meat
nice.
hanging out his mouth.
All right, so go ahead, Quentin. Go ahead, take 2 gold out of your inventory for the ale. Did you buy any food? Did you get a bowl sandwich?
A bowl of sandwich?
A boar
boar.
sandwich,
I thought you said bowl of sandwiches. That would have been great.
Like a burrito bowl, but a sandwich bowl.
Yeah. And yes, I shall purchase a sandwich.
go ahead, take 2 more out of your inventory.
I cannot
Haly,
edit.
go ahead and take 3 gold out of your inventory. Oh, you can't. Just make a note that that's how much is coming off. I'll make the edits. You have to. We'll go over it later. You have
Can
to
I just do
download-
it on paper and then update it in later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can just hand it to him.
He's so far away.
Yes, Etta.
I want to try and convince the barkeep to give us all our food for free.
Okay. How are you going to try to convince him? What's your game
Well-
plan? And I'll tell you if you have to roll for anything.
When he hired me, it was because we got along well, and I kind of have grown a friendship with him. And since these are the people I'm about to embark on a mission with, this would kind of be like my peace offering of, here, this is how I can be advantageous to you because I can get things for you.
All right.
From
all
this
right.
one bar.
All right.
What is it?
I said you can get us things from this one bar.
Yeah,
from-
but we're gonna be here for
Well-
maybe 2 days. That could go a
from
long way.
maybe 2 days.
It
All
could
right,
go long. Well, I'm saving you money now. You don't know how that could help you later.
It's true.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion roll. So go ahead and roll me a d20. Oh, I guess I should be looking at that, huh?
Oh goodness.
That's okay, because I believe you have a proficiency in persuasion. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
So you're gonna add, what's your charisma modifier? Oh,
Also, I
plus
cannot see-
5.
Oh yeah, +5.
Mm-hmm. All right. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Aye, lass, you know I have a soft spot, but you know I'm hurting. So here's what I'll do. I'll half off on everything for you and your crew. How's that sound?"
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Etta.
For Grrr.
Oh, also, I cannot see my. I cannot see my. I cannot see my roll results on the side of the screen. I don't know what I'm rolling. When
Is
I
it?
roll
Look at the top of the window, above the scroll bar. Is there a little 3-line little button?
Got it. Thank you.
Yep, it pops it back out.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. So we just did that. You got that. So you all had a wonderful lunch. What would you all like to do? we, we'll get to Woods Boy here in a hot minute.
Woods boy.
Yeah.
BJ and his friend Bear.
Hey, that's the risk you take when you go off on your own in a D&D campaign. Is it might take a while to get to you.
That's fine. I'm literally asleep. It's okay.
All right, don't all jump at once, but I will start railroading you all, and no one wants that.
I'm thinking. Give me a minute.
I want to go to the market.
Okay, did you want to go to the market square where they have more of like the produce and the local stalls, or did you want to go to the like standalone shops in the market district?
Okay, we'll go to the shops at 7. Or I
Okay.
would like to go to the shop at 7.
Okay.
Would anybody like to join me?
Shops at 7. I don't know. Grrr, do you need anything from the business district?
Joe.
Okay. Well, honestly, we really just need to go to the market square. So maybe if we finish up there, we'll meet you at the business district.
Okay, sounds good.
But I would like to, before we head out, just check with the um, the guy at the inn just to make sure he knows that after we are out and about on the town, there is a good chance that we would like to come back and have a room for the night.
Barkeep looks at you and goes, I don't think we'll have too much of a problem of the rooms going. Shortbeard's got good standing here in the Red Dragon Inn, so your rooms are safe.
Thank you.
Quentin?
Quentin's gonna go ahead and leave the Red Dragon Inn and go investigate that very intriguing and ornate building located at number 1,
Number 1.
the Magi Hall.
Ooh, okay, perfect, okay. So we've split the group up a little bit. Let's see, let's go. Haly, you said you were going shopping too?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the number 2, the market square, because I
don't
didn't
have
get
to go number
lunch.
2.
Well, that's good. That's wonderful. At least for now, until that boar sandwich runs its way through you, and then we all know what happens.
I am really
No.
glad that that no one here was privy to what you guys went through on the road. That's for sure. Ooh.
Maybe prior to going to the business district, because I know that Quentin is gonna check out the conclave of Magi. Possibly I follow him to learn some more because he hasn't said a lot quite yet, and I'm still curious about him.
How do you know where I'm going, though? I didn't make
If-
that
This is true, but if
She just follows you.
if she wants to make it her goal to sneak behind and follow you, she can definitely do that. And you guys will be making some rolls here, but we'll get to all that.
I didn't know that you
Didn't say it out loud.
weren't
That's
revealing that to the yeah.
that's perfectly
Right.
fine. It's tough to get used to the differentiating what's spoken out of character and what is in character, but we'll get there.
We're not great at voice actors like Bruce Gaskin.
Oh snap! What did I do? Oh god, I can't see you guys. What did I do? Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
no.
You broke it.
Oh, no.
All right.
I finally got our names up on the screen too.
Oh,
Did you
wonderful.
really?
Yeah, I've been busy.
Oh,
I love it.
yay.
I love it. All for it to be not used ever again, hopefully.
There if we need it.
Okay. Let's go. Let's follow Gray around. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to go here. So we're going to do a little bit of a time jump. So we're going to jump to literally the very moment that Gray steps out of the Red Dragon Inn. You said to everybody that you were going to sleep in the woods. So, you are standing outside of number 4, the Red Dragon Inn. Where are we going, sir?
I'm headed to Nut Latte Estate.
Not latte estate. Now, are you headed up there just to kind of poke around and see what's up? Did you have any?
I'm specifically going there to rob the place.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's broad daylight. That's wonderful. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and you're walking up the alley. It's gonna be this alley that's right here in between. Walking straight up to 5, and as you're walking down the concourse there, you see this big building. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and what you know from having spent some time in the free cities is it's not as things aren't ruled by a government. Every town has their own mayor, so to speak. So this guy is the ultimate authority in this town.
Keeps things local, which means keeps gold local, which is what I'm into. So I'm headed there.
Local gold.
Local gold.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and do a couple of rolls here. Let's do. All right. As you go around to the front, you notice there are 3 guards that are guarding the main gate.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 on either side and one kind of inside the gate, like inside the grounds. There's a little booth, and he's kind of just sitting in there. You can kind of see him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do an insight check. I want to know what their constitution is, whether or not I can intimidate them or not. Because I am a half orc. I'm kind of a big guy. I'm not Grrr big, but so.
Well, let me see. Hold on. Hold. Let me see something here, because I have tables for just this occasion here. Let's do one of them.
Also
The other one. The other one. Okay. Go ahead and roll your insight check. Do you have insight?
Yeah, insight is. It says plus 3.
Go ahead and make your roll.
D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
11.
All right. You didn't really discern a whole lot, but what you can tell from the distance that you are at, one of the guys looks pretty big. He's the guy in the booth. The other 2 look decent sized. They're not like, they don't look like puny things at all, but
all in all, these are contenders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tough
Mm-hmm.
guy. Okay.
Yep.
So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use stealth, if I can, to try to evade them by getting around back, without them seeing. I don't want to go through the front gate. I want to try to get around back towards. I'm hoping there's a back entrance, or I could possibly scale the wall. Either way, I want to go around the back because it is broad daylight.
Okay. I will say that the 2 that are outside, since it is broad daylight, they are going to have. They're definitely going to be able to quote unquote see you. So you're going to have to make that stealth check. The third guy, the bigger guy in the booth, you
+3. It's a 9 stealth check, so they see me. I'm caught.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, because it's not illegal to be walking around outside.
True.
But as you're walking, you kind of you twist your ankle on a stone that's kind of in the walkway, and you're like, ah! You kind of exclaim out.
Oh fuck!
And both of them look directly your way. They don't say anything to you. They don't approach you, but they notice you.
Howdy, fellas. I'm just on my way somewhere else. Okay, bye.
I quickly make an escape.
It's no escape because you weren't really in trouble. So you head back down towards the center of town, and at that we will go to Quentin. Lucy, I take it that you are still intent on doing what you were discussing before.
Yes.
Okay. Quentin, you're making your way. You're looking at the map, and you see the conclave of Magi. And as a warlock, you know that they hold some pretty powerful magic, and you wanted to go check it out. So you're heading in that direction. Go ahead and roll me a d20. You're going to be adding your persuasion to that if you have not persuasion. I'm sorry. Perception. Your perception. Yay, Atlas is here. Thank you.
Perception.
It should be below your skills in that long list down. It starts with like Arcana and stuff like that. Let's see.
Passive perception, 13.
That's your passive perception. You're good. This is all a learning curve for all of us. You are not proficient in perception, but because it is a wisdom, you still get +3 to your roll. So go ahead and roll your d20.
All right,
If you look, where was that? 13?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If, Etta, if you could do me a favor and roll a d20 as well. And this is... All right. So...
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Quentin, you turn around behind you over your shoulder, but all you see are the just townsfolk that you haven't seen before going about their daily business and whatnot. And you start to cut through an alley here towards the building. Now, go ahead and make me a... This is going to be a history check.
See, okay. Oof. 9.
9. Oh, you added the +2 already. Perfect. Good. Okay, 9. All you really know about the conclave of Magi is what was fed to you at your time in the order. Basically, you were told that they were lawless. They had every intention of bringing about the destruction of everything through their magic. They didn't care who gets hurt. All they care about is the pursuit of knowledge. Now, this is what you were taught in the order. Since you have left, you have found many things to differ from what you were fed. So that has led to your curiousness
here. At this point, can I talk to a friend of mine for guidance? Or would...
Sure. Are you doing this in broad daylight in the middle of the walkway here?
Valid point. All right.
I mean, you were more than welcome to go try to find some place to do so. That's perfectly fine. I'm all for that if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I could, but all right. So, what do I notice about the Oh, I'm sorry. The Magi Hall. Is it guarded? Does it look like you have to be somebody to get into it?
It is not guarded, but go ahead and roll me a perception check. Another one.
And another one. So that would be plus my intelligence. Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Now, I know some people play any one rolled on a d20 as a critical fail and something bad happens. That really only applies to an attack roll. This is not an attack roll. This is a skill roll. You see some hooded figures that walk up to the gates. The gates open, gates close, and that's really all you see.
Okay. Okay. Um, why not? Let's just go right on up to that gate and just rap on the gates like, "Hey, let me in!"
You bang on the gate 3 times, but it makes absolutely no sound.
That's terrifying. I'd be terrified. Gotta get out of here.
So, being that I kind of recognize that's a bit of a, I don't know what you would call I can definitely recognize that the gate is touched by magic of some sort, right? Yep.
You get the sneaking suspicion that there is some magic at play here because it appears and feels like a solid metal gate.
But it does not react as one.
It makes no sound. Almost as if there's some sort of force deafening everything
I'm
around.
gonna go ahead and still walk up to the gate. Now this gate, is it like barred? Like I can kind of poke it and look through. La 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 la.
It's solid. You could the wall surrounding, you see there's a wall surrounding it. It's high enough to the point where if you really like went to climb up, you could look over it, but I mean the choice is yours as to whether you want to try climbing it.
Hmm. Right about now, I'm not feeling super hot on this place, so I'm just gonna kind of look at the Magi Hall and kind of feel this boiling cauldron of the hate that I was taught to hate these mages, and just and just the biggest loogie I can produce, spit on the gate, and then head over to the market square.
As you let the loogie fly, it hits the gate, and before it even hits the gate, like before it hits the metal, you see it just completely evaporate. And
Oh.
you see as you go to turn to walk away, another hooded figure walks straight up to the gate. The gate opens and the gate closes.
Oh, just that quick. I couldn't talk to him or nothing. Damn it.
He had absolutely no interest in stopping to do anything. He looked like he was he had places to be.
Okay, cool. Well, having noticed that, I got an idea. I'm still gonna head to Market Square.
Market Square. Okay. Let's go to let's go to Etta here. So you pretty much were keeping to the shadows, snuck behind, and you pretty much watched this entire thing play out. Um, he walks off towards the market square, and oh wait, were you going to the to 7 or 2? I'm sorry.
I was going to 7, and
then
Haly and Gurr were going to meet me there after Market Square.
got it. And Quentin, you said you were going to Market Square, so you meant number 2, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So you watch as Quentin walks off towards the Market Square. Is this now the time you wanted to head towards the shops, or did you want to continue to follow? Did you want to do something else all together? It's up to you.
Do I know anything about this building, or am I just as clueless as, well, not clueless, but like, am I as uninformed about what's going on as he was? Like, am I curious about it as well?
Are you? You tell me.
Okay, I didn't know if that was something that I could. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to roll for the history of the Conclave of Magi, you can make the roll, and depending on how good you are, I will tell you what I think you should know about it.
Okay.
7, and you have let's see, you do not have history, but that's still a +3. 8, 9, 10. So you have been you've spent a good deal of time in the Free Cities as of late. You know that there's one of these in pretty much every single town, and you also know that unless you're a member, you you really don't.
You can't enter it. You don't really have
You really don't get a chance to get in. Yeah,
Okay.
unless you know someone who knows someone, or you are a member yourself. There's not a lot of getting in. They're very secretive.
Got it. Okay, so I just follow him to kind of see where he's going or see what he knows about it. I notice that he gets frustrated and then decides to turn away. I assume that he doesn't know a lot about it. And because I myself am more exposed to it, possibly, I just decide this is probably like everything else, and I go to the business district.
Got it. Okay. All right. So you're heading off to the business district. Is there anything specific that you were interested in looking for? And I can tell you if there is a shop or something like that that fits the bill.
Well, Shortbeard called me out on not being very fighter type. So I am 100% gonna go and look for some armor or something to make me look a little more kick-ass, because right now I'm not really selling it.
Got it. You're wearing leather armor right now, so
Then maybe a weapon or something I can
yeah.
keep on me. Something to make me look more like I belong with the crew that's gonna, be tough.
I mean, you could be, because you are skilled in light armor. There are other forms of light armor stronger than basic leather armor. If you wanted to go to an armorer and buy, you could.
Um, I maybe I wanna go for a physical weapon.
Physical weapon? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what yet, but something.
Stuffing, stuff.
Sorry, I lost my page that had all of my my shops. All right. So as you're walking through the market district, you see some weapon shops. You see a sign for All the Rage. It's battle axes and fashionable shirts. You see Slayers Are Us. That's a great name. Basically, a all-in-one shop for anyone looking to fight any monster. And then, if you were looking for something more general outside of outside of weapons like supplies and stuff, there is the Mountaineer's Bandolier. Those are the ones that are right there in the little square for you that you notice.
Okay. Do I have any
Gold?
well, I have 90 gold, right? Right now.
You have.
I started out with 90.
You actually have 105 because you had 15. A lot of classes start with a belt pouch with 15 gold as well. So you actually have 105 gold.
Okay. And I don't have any weapons on me currently, correct?
You have actually, you do.
Oh.
You have a dagger and a light crossbow. So you are very light on weapons.
Yeah.
I believe your weapon proficiencies are simple weapons, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. So you could definitely go for a sword.
Yeah, I want a longsword, so I guess I'll go to Slayers R Us.
Slayers R Us.
Definitely.
You go in there and a little tiny gnome climbs down off of a shelf. Oh, hi, welcome to Slayers R Us. You come here for some wonderful treats? Yes.
Yes, of course. I am looking for a sword, sir. You know where I could find one?
Oh yes, I think we might have a few. And then he kind of gestures to this wall with all manner of weaponry on it. Some pole arms, some long swords, some bastard swords. He goes, oh, nothing but the finest gnomish quality here. Nothing but.
I see a sword in the middle that looks like my style. And I ask him if I can test it out.
Wonderful. Let's see. Let me get. You said you wanted the long sword, correct?
Yes.
All right. He goes, oh, you might have to help me. It's a little bit bigger than I am. And he points to the long sword that you were admiring and says, you can go right ahead, help yourself. Swing it around, but please be careful. I can't lose any more of myself.
I compliment him on his sense of humor. Does he blush? Does he like me?
Absolutely, he blushes. He kind of sits there and just goes, oh, yes. It's always nice to get complimented by a lovely lady as yourself.
All right. I take it down, and you said I'm proficient in simple weaponry such as this.
Yes, you are proficient in all simple weapons. This is not a simple weapon, but one of your weapon proficiencies is longsword. So you absolutely can buy a longsword.
Okay. So,
I mean, you could buy anything you want. You wouldn't be really good at using it. But yes, longsword is one of your proficiencies.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I take it down and I just kind of do some. I don't know how to use. I mean, I do know how to use a longsword. I definitely do know how to use a longsword, and I do some. I don't know, moves or whatever, and I kind of like joke around that I'm gonna kill him, and then I.
he turns from being red from being bashful to just straight white with fear. He goes, oh no, please, not again, I can't have it happen again.
I start laughing and I try to calm him down, and I tell him that I just sometimes like to have fun at my own expense.
That's, was it your expense or mine? He seems to be laughing even more now. It seems a lot more nervously.
Yeah. Okay, well, I calm his nerves and I go ahead and buy the sword from him.
Okay, the sword is 20 gold. Go ahead and make a note that you have that, and I'll go ahead and add that to the sheet here later and all that good stuff. The old pretend to kill him joke. Oh, that only sometimes works.
Yeah, he didn't like it very much, but I still got my sword, so.
No. I'm gonna take this few seconds because we're getting close to the end. We're gonna be ending around 11. I want to apologize for focusing so much on the gameplay at hand here and neglecting chat. I've seen a lot of stuff going on. Luckily, the players here have been doing a good job of keeping you guys entertained too. We're working through all the beginning stuff. I'll be paying a lot more attention to you guys here later. Don't you worry. I know you guys miss me yelling at you all. So, all right.
A good time to bring up chat because a long time ago, one Bruce Gaskin purchased a large fish for Grrr next time he approaches the water.
Okay. Absolutely. I got that down.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Bruce.
Oh my goodness, and he's still here in chat. Don't you know it's past your bedtime?
For real.
All right, let's get right back to it. Okay, it's been a while since we have heard from Haly and Grrr. So we make our way back to the market square where you guys said you were heading to, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, there are no like actual shops or anything here. You get the feeling this is kind of like one of those deals where these stalls are set up in the morning and farmers come from all around and plop up their produce and sell it, then break it down at the end of the night. So you can go ahead and take a look around if you'd like. Is there anything that you are specifically looking for?
Well, I definitely feel like we haven't really gotten any information from Captain Shortbeard about what kind of food is going to be available on the ship on the trip. So I want to see if there's any kind of produce or meat that we can buy a little bit extra of to get us through a couple days, just in case there's any issues and I can't cast my good berry.
Oh, yeah, good berry.
My good berry, yeah. So I'm looking for cheap bulk items. Is there a Costco in Section 2 in the market?
There is no Costco, but there is there is a stall that has some salted meats.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cured.
there's not much in the way of refrigeration here unless you're,
Right.
some sort of mage that has access to like frost ray or something, ray of frost or something like that. So a lot of preservation, a lot of pickling,
Jerky.
a lot of salted,
All right.
a lot of jerky.
A lot of jerky. So I guess what we'll do is we'll get some fresh fruit and vegetables just for 2 days, for today and tomorrow, since we don't know if we're leaving.
For today and tomorrow, okay.
Okay, and then depending on price, maybe a week's worth of dried, cured, smoked meats. I'm looking around. That's what I'm looking for.
You said a week's worth?
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
even know how long the trip is. Maybe, Grrr, do you think we should go talk to this captain guy and get some more information before we just start buying things?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I knew that you would know the right thing to do. I really do. I knew that you would. So I think right now I'm hungry still because I hadn't eaten lunch. So I'm just gonna get just like a small handful of some kind of local vegetable. I'd like to try a new vegetable and a fruit.
A new vegetable and a new fruit. Well, luckily for you, there is a produce stand that focuses on a hybrid fruit vegetable.
Oh, isn't that fancy?
A vegetable.
All right, we're gonna a vegetable.
Does anyone here in the group or anyone in chat want to tell us what this
vegetable?
this vegetable might be.
It's a tomato.
Damn it, she beat me to it.
Okay, there we go. So you walk up to this. You walk up to this stand, and this little old lady. This little old lady is
Come here. I have this magical cross between a fruit and a vegetable. You'll never believe it. It's so fantastic. Do you want some? Do you want some?
Sure. I'd love some.
Oh, it's two gold, and I'll give you two.
2.
Yes.
How
Yes.
big are they?
Oh,
for
they're as big as your
gold?
fist.
A gold apiece? Let me see them, lady. Whip them out.
Grrr
she
holds up
reaches
his
into her
fist.
bag and she holds she brings up a big tomato and she just holds it out in front of you.
Grr, hold that fist up again.
It's about half the size.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the size of a fist here. So what I can do, how about we kind of split it in the middle? We'll do 2 for 1 gold.
She looks around and realizes that no one's buying her fake vegetables, and she just kind of goes,
Oh, okay, but if anyone asks, you punched me, okay?
and
Okay,
she just hands it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Takes the gold, gives you the 2. She's calling them vegetables.
The vegetables. All right.
You're looking at this thing. Grrr, you're wondering why everyone's just so excited about this tomato. Like you've seen thousands of tomatoes before, and you're just looking at this lady like, what? Even you can see the absurdity of this.
This looks like a big berry.
Okay, as you are finishing up the transaction, you notice Quentin walking back towards you. He seems a little frustrated.
I'm not surprised. I can't believe we're gonna have to get on the ship with this grumpy ass man.
Did you say that loud enough for him to hear you?
Well, I said it to Grrr, but I might have intentionally said it loud enough so that yes, Quentin would hear it.
Brian, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
I'm sorry, who?
Quentin.
Thank you.
Oh, you definitely heard that. You walked up, you definitely heard her say that.
Better to be a grouchy old man than a smelly wench. And I'll keep walking.
Ooh, we get some animosity in the group already. I love it.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have feelings to hurt, and I've also got my muscle here. I think you just made a grave error there, sir. We could have been great allies.
I love the idea of Quentin just walking up and insulting Haly's smell, and then Grrr just going. Such a great image. All right. As you all are standing there, you notice kind of rushed. Ghreye is running back in from the direction of the estate.
Hey guys.
You doing all right there, bud? You look like a ghost chasing you.
I'm cool. How are you, man? Are you good? I'm good. Are you good?
Wonderful. Can't shake the feeling that someone's been stalking me all day, but I'm good.
That's probably because you smell weird. All right, I'm gonna get on the boat now.
All right, bye.
Bye, Gray.
And just as quickly as he walked up to the group of the 3 of you, he runs in the opposite direction. And at that moment, Haly, you remember that you were supposed to go meet up with Eda. in the
Yes,
market.
I was supposed to go meet up with Etta, but I feel like it's still relatively early. Yes, we left the inn around 10 in the morning, you said?
It was
Around
around 10.
lunchtime?
It was around 10:30-ish when you all had your meeting with Shortbeard. It was probably closer to around 11:30 by the time you all left.
Okay. Because I feel like the most logical thing to do is before we go essentially shopping, as Gurr and I had discussed before, I really want to go try to find Captain Shortbeard to kind of see if we can get a feel for what our time on the ship is going to be like, what he is anticipating that might be some obstacles that we're going to overcome while we're, or going to have to overcome rather while we're on the ship. I want to make sure that at least Gurr and I are prepared to make this journey. So, Gurr, do you want to come with me? I want to go over to the Stormbreaker to see if I can find the captain, or did you want to go do some Gurr things?
Okay, I'll go with you.
he
Okay.
he just looks back at you, says that with that same agreeable face that you've come to be affectionate of over the past. All right, so now did you discuss this out loud? Were you saying this out loud?
Yes, yes. This
Okay.
was a conversation that Gurr and I were having.
Gotcha. So Quentin, you were standing right there. You heard everything. Did you want to interject? Did you want to come with? Did you want to go do something else?
I'm sorry, where are they going again?
They're going to find Shortbeard to find out exactly what they might need to get for.
The journey.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And while I certainly would not invite you to come along, I believe that it cannot hurt that every member of our crew is
It
as
would not.
prepared as us.
I was thinking the same thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn to. Oh, seems you do serve a purpose every now and again. That sounds like a great idea. I think I'll come along.
All right. We'll head back to the market district. I'm trying to go lightning quick here because we're getting close to 11, and I want to get to a certain point before we end. So, we head back to Etta. You have stepped foot outside of Slayers Are Us. Is that what I said? Um, and you're feeling like it's been a while.
Mhm.
It's definitely been longer than you had expected to meet up with the group.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I've kind of done what I needed to do. My shopping for a weapon, something to bring with me. I still feel ill prepared, and I kind of want to see where everyone else is, so that I get a better idea of what's going on. Um, and I'm don't really have anywhere else to go, nothing really to do. So I go back to the marketplace, try to find them.
well, this is perfect. Okay, so as Quentin, Haly, and Gurr are walking down the pathway here. You guys can't see where here is where I'm pointing. In between the buildings that have the 1 and the 7, that walkway right there. You guys are headed down that direction, and as you're headed down that direction, you happen upon Etta as she is walking up to meet you guys.
Oh gosh, Etta, I'm so glad that we ran into you. I know that I said I would meet you here, but I'm so glad we found you because we're heading over to the ship to try to find the captain, if you'd like to come with.
It was a good idea.
Sure.
It was
I'd love
Gurr's
to. I
idea.
was gonna find you. Oh, no worries.
Hi ho, hi ho! Off to the ship we go. Hi-ho.
Oh, I think we lost Lucy.
Lucy froze.
Again.
Oh, there we go.
Back again.
Perfect. Okay, it was just a little lag. It's bound to happen.
Mhm.
Did you say you were gonna go with them?
Me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So now you guys are walking past this lighthouse here towards the dock area.
So like along the shore?
Along the shoreline there. Not close enough to the water. You guys are closer to the buildings. Calm down, don't you worry. Besides the person who bought that just left. You guys will get it. Don't worry, Grrr. You'll get your fish.
He wants his fish.
I know. Okay, you start making your way towards the dock. Now, we go back to Ghreye. Ghreye, you said you were headed back to the ship.
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
That's what we need to do. Okay, you said you were headed back towards the ship.
What? This thing's super broken. What we can't. So, I mean, he said repairs, but I don't think this is going to be done in 2 days. This is insane. Excuse me, foreman. How long do you think this is going to take? We got places to be. What is this?
All right, so you are standing on the dock, hollering at these people who are frantically working, and all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, you get back here!" And barreling down the gangplank is a group of individuals, all dressed in dark robes. You kind of can't see their faces, but they are all moving very, very fast, and one of them seems to be carrying something, and they barrel directly into you, Ghreye. Do me a favor, and let's make a dexterity check. Go ahead and roll your d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
14 plus 1, 15.
15?
I rolled a 15.
All right. You definitely notice them coming with enough time to kind of dodge out of the way to avoid being hit. And they just keep on running straight down the dock. And then as they are pretty much off the dock onto the actual concrete there, you see Shortbeard coming out of the hold with a pretty nasty dinger on his eye, and he's just going, "Aye, those little bastards! They took it, gosh!"
Took it, gosh.
They took what? Hold on. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna run. I'm running. I'm now running. I'm currently running. I'm running towards.
running towards.
I'm running towards Shortbeard.
Towards Shortbeard.
And I'm yelling. I'm yelling. They took what?
Oh, you should have been here. You should have been here earlier. Oh my. All right. Well, unfortunately, they took it. I don't think we're going to get very far without it. I can't. They went. You must go get it.
Where did they go? What is it? What am I looking for? Shortbeard, I need more information.
Shortbeard goes, the king told me not to tell anyone, but I guess the jig's up at this point. Okay. The magical item. The magical. Yep. Okay. And as he's trying to explain it to you, you just run away.
Oh, rude.
Perfect.
I'm going to get the jig from no one. No.
All right. So as you're running away full speed, you get to right where the dock meets the land, right there, and you see the rest of the group.
Oh hey guys, quick jig! I don't know. See you later.
So where is Shortbeard standing now? On the
Shortbeard has made his way off of the Stormbreaker, which is the ship, and he's standing on the dock right next to it, kind of with his hand over his eye. So from where you guys are, you can't really like make out any features, but you can definitely see this short stub of a person with his hand over his eye, and he just sounds like he's screaming and pointing in the direction that that Ghreye was running in.
That's a little sus.
Sus indeed.
That puts it in me.
Okay. I wanna run after Gray.
Don't chase me.
All right, it's a split decision. Are you guys gonna give chase too? You see, Etta pretty much like as Gray runs by, she kind of gets that inkling to follow as well, and she takes off running as well.
I don't think that it would be logical for me just to take off running after them. So I'm going to ask Grrr if he'll follow them. Run, go, help them. I need to figure out what is going on before I can make any decisions as to what I am going to do. So I instead am going to run up to the captain and ask for more information.
Ever the overly logical one. I love it. You know what? For well, we'll do that at the end.
I will
So-
start running.
Grrr turns around and gives chase, and he has absolutely no problem catching up to the two of them. He's long stride, got a wide gait. Quentin,
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna watch Gray run by, and then I guess also see Eda take off after him along with Gurr. Just gonna kind of look around and just like, yeah, my best John Travolta from Pulp Fiction. And can I see Short Beard from where I am?
yeah, from where you are, you can't see any like features or anything, but you can see him holding his hand over his face like this, and he was pointing and hollering in that direction.
No, I'm just gonna go over and walk over to Shortbeard and be like, "Oh, we've only just met, but I can already tell you've seen better days."
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Quentin and Holly Harris start making their way towards Shortbeard. Gray had a little bit of a head start, so he's kind of running off towards the alleyway that they ducked down.
Oh my, get that bushel fast.
Etta has is pretty nimble, so she's made up some of the gap between. There's not that much different distance between the two of you, and Grrr, with his incredible stature, has made his way stride for stride to Gray and is kind of side by side looking over.
I'll smile.
And we're still running?
Yeah, you guys duck down an alleyway.
Well, Gurr hits his head. I duck down, and Eda just runs in.
Yep. You guys duck down an alleyway.
Oh, look, an alleyway.
And did it change for you guys?
It did.
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's see who is there running. We had
Gregor and Etta.
okay. Well, I'm gonna add those tokens in later, but you guys turn to this alley. It's gonna be on the right, the bottom right. That is the entrance that you just ran into.
Okay.
And you all stop because about 60 feet directly in front of you, you see the figure turned around to face you.
Oh, snap.
And I would like the three of you to roll initiative. And it is 11 o'clock.
What are we rolling?
So that is where we will actually stop today.
I love this. Stopping at the battle. Brilliant.
Honestly, if we had the first hour back and we were playing during that, we would have gotten to this battle a lot sooner. I wanted to let you guys kind of stretch your legs a little bit in town first.
Yeah.
Don't worry about actually rolling for anything. I really wanted to say, and you guys go ahead and roll initiative. It's what every dungeon master wants to tell his group. So that is where we will pick up next week. We will start directly from rolling initiative for you three.
The first fight, Ghreye, and Aeta. This is
That's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, especially since the fight was planned with 5 people fighting. So.
Oh crap!
Oh
crap!
God,
yeah. Since we're done with the session, we usually take a couple minutes to wrap up a little bit before we go. But yeah, literally when Haly was going, yeah, I think I'm gonna send Grrr, and then I'm just gonna go walk up to Shortbeard. I was like, oh, this is gonna go over so well. I love it. I love it when the group splits up.
Oh no! Never split up again, guys. Just
Yeah,
as
right.
a warning.
Something happened.
It makes for such great adventure.
You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
All right. Listen, to all you lords and ladies of fate out there, the ones that I was ignoring for most of the stream, I want to thank you all for bearing with me. I look back to the first Rifts campaign, and I thought to myself, when we were first doing this, like, oh man, I feel really bad for Nat. It seems like it's a lot of work. Let me tell you, I was 100% accurate. It's crazy. I'm not even broadcasting this right now. Nat is. So wonderful. We're gonna get all that fixed out.
Thanks, Armand.
Yep. Next week, I plan to start at 8 o'clock with a full crew, ready to go.
We should have a new overlay too.
We're gonna have a new overlay. You guys have got a chance to kind of see what the group dynamic is and all that kind of stuff. If anyone has any ideas for fun things for you guys in chat to do to interact with the game, because this isn't the Rifts campaign, some things just don't translate well over with the game mechanics. So we're going to do what we did with the Rifts campaign. We have an idea for something. We're just going to kind of change it, and it's going to evolve as we go along. So don't expect what you see today to be what you see tomorrow or next week. Please, for the love of God. It's going to be so much better.
I recorded Redemption, so I know what we got to work with. So
thank you so much, Nat, for doing that. Anyone who made a redemption and that did not get it because this was the growing pains of episode 0, I'm going to go ahead and give you those back in chat. And actually, for everybody who stayed through all of that, we're going to go ahead and give all of you a good 200 fate chips.
Does Grrr still get his fish, though?
Grrr will get...
Primary concern.
Grrr always gets his fish.
Oh, that's going to be gone by next week. You know it.
The Post-it?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm very organized with my Post-its. Well, here's the thing. If
your wife is laughing at you.
No, Grr's going to eat all of the fish is what he means.
Well, see,
it's a whole week.
Grrr got too close to the water and then was commanded to run in the opposite direction. So it's not his fault he didn't get his fish.
And realistically speaking, I mean, I've got long limbs and I have a javelin, so I could really get a fish, Get a fish.
Kind of whenever you want. You can just stab right to the ground.
I'm just getting a lot of fish.
I also noticed that at the very beginning of the stream, I neglected to do proper introductions for all the characters. I just kind of told you what their names were. I didn't tell you classes or anything like that. So because we spent the first 2 hours of our time together doing technical difficulty issues, I dropped the ball and I did not have that prepared. So I'm going to make sure that next week I come prepared. I will give a proper introduction to all of our characters, and then we will drop back right here in the alleyway of this wonderful Harbor Song town.
Wonderful. Stop apologizing. It was great.
Anyone else have anything to add? Anything they want
to? I really have to pee.
Okay, we'll go ahead and close this out.
We should probably mention that we're not going to be broadcasting tomorrow, since half our players won't be around.
We have made a point close to every holiday to try to at least do something, a recap stream, this or that. We just did a recap stream like a week or two ago, and it's literally like we'd be stopping playing and then like an hour left until midnight. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the day off. But next week you're getting 2 doses of Lords and Ladies of Fate. You're gonna get Wednesday from 8 to 11, and then you'll get Thursday from 8:30 to whenever Bruce tells us he has to go to bed. All right. Well, I'm done rambling. Tired of listening to my own voice. So you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us, and really hope to see you again next week. Thank you.
And goodbye. Zoom call waves, everybody. Zoom call waves.